Eh, ya, bagaimana Mem, sudah bisa kita laksanakan
Sudah,
pembukaan?
sudah bisa. Ya,
Ya, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi dan salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Puji dan syukur pada Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, Tuhan Yang Maha Esa, yang telah memberikan kita kesehatan dan kesempatan untuk hadir di kegiatan seminar proposal disertasi atas nama mahasiswa KRESNA NINGSIH MANIK dengan judul disertasi A Study on Sipaha Lima Ceremony Ritual Discourse of the PARMALIM Community in HUTA TINGGI and Ecolinguistics Perspective. Yang saya hormati Ibu Wakil Dekan 2, Ibu Doktor Masitowarni Siregar MID, yang saya hormati promotor Profesor Doktor Iwayan Dirgaya SMHUM, yang saya hormati seluruh penguji yang sudah berhadir di layar pada hari ini. Yang pertama Profesor Doktor Siti Aisyah Ginting MPD, yang penguji kedua Bapak Doktor M. Natsir MPD, dan penguji ketiga Bapak Doktor Immanuel Prasetya Ginting MHUM. Untuk mempersingkat waktu dan bisa mengefektifkan kegiatan kita hari ini, langsung saja saya mengundang Ibu Wakil Dekan 2 FDS Unimed, Ibu Doktor Masitowarni Siregar MID, untuk membuka secara resmi kegiatan seminar proposal disertasi program studi S3 Linguistik Terapan Bahasa Inggris Fakultas Bahasa dan Seni Universitas Negeri Medan. Kepada Ibu dipersilahkan dengan hormat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Yang sama kita hormati Ketua Program Studi Ibu Dr. Fahri Haswani SPD MHU. Kemudian promotor Bapak Profesor Dr. Iwayan Dirgaya SMHUM. Narasumber Ibu Profesor Dr. Siti Aisyah Ginting MPD. Narasumber Dr. Immanuel Prasetya Ginting SSMHUM, dan juga narasumber Dr. Muhammad Nasir MHUM, dan juga Ibu Keprodi selaku Notulem. Dan tentunya yang kita banggakan Ibu KRESNA NINGSIH MANIK. Pembukaan ujian seminar proposal dengan mengucap puji dan syukur kehadirat Tuhan Yang Maha Esa. Pada hari ini Selasa 11 November 2025 seminar proposal disertasi Universitas Negeri Medan dengan nama KRESNA NINGSIH NIM 823616001, judul disertasi Stadion Sipaha Lima Ceremony Ritual Discourse of PARMALIM the Community in HUTA TINGGI and Ecolinguistics Perspective. Program studi S3 Linguistik Terapan Bahasa Inggris Fakultas Bahasa dan Seni Universitas Negeri Medan atas nama Dekan Fakultas Bahasa dan Seni Bapak Doktor Profesor Doktor Zulkifli MSN. Saya buka dengan resmi. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih kami ucapkan kepada Ibu Wakil Dekan 2 yang telah bersedia membuka secara resmi kegiatan seminar proposal program studi S3 Linguistik Terapan Bahasa Inggris FDS Unimed. Untuk selanjutnya, kegiatan saya serahkan kepada Bapak Promotor Profesor Dr. Iwayan Dirgaya SMHUM selaku moderator kita pada sidang seminar proposal hari ini. Prof, bagaimana Prof? Ya, baik. Karena kemarin Prof. Wayan menyatakan sedang ada kegiatan yang penting sekali untuk diikuti pada hari ini di jam yang sama. Untuk itu, kegiatan seminar proposal pada hari ini saya serahkan kepada co-promotor Ibu Doktor Masitowarni Siregar MID untuk dapat menjadi moderator. Ibu, silakan.
Baik, terima kasih Ibu Doktor Prasetya Selamat pagi pada seluruh narasumber yang hadir dan KRESNA dalam 10 menit ke depan Ibu KRESNA MANIK silakan presentasi dipresentasikan proposal dengan judul study on Bahasa dan Discourse of the PARMALIM community dan di Ecolinguistics perspective. Taking time to present MANIK.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much for the chance. Let me share my screen. Yes, let me start from the title. A study of Sipaha Lima ritual discourse by the PARMALIM community in the Negeri from a linguistic perspective. Yes, my name is KRESNA MANIK, which is the year 82 dan 16 Yes, let's start from the background of the study. Yes. Actually, language plays crucial role in life of every human being. It is not only a medium of communication, but also a reflection on thought, culture, and also worldview. In the context of ritual discourse, for example, language has sacred functions, serving the physical or ritual belief, cultural values, and ecological wisdom to be passed down across generation. So, through language, people describe the way, express their relationship with data, and transfer values from one generation to the next. This is according to Holiday and Sipaha, stating that language was reflects how one perceives the environment. It can be promoting the ecological harmony or ecological construction. So, across the world, many indigenous communities preserve the ecological philosophy through oral tradition, ritual discourse, such as discourse are now very religious moments. It functions as a cultural system with local knowledge. In Indonesia, for example, a country known for its linguistic and cultural diversity, many traditional rituals and linguistic system have regularly declined due to the urbanization, urban migration, cultural assimilation. However, these traditions are crucial to maintaining social cohesion, local identity, and environmental balance. The preservation of indigenous cultural traditions is very essential for various reasons, encompassing aspects of identity, society, economy, and the environment. The Bahasa community is one of the ethnic groups in Indonesia that has preserved culture, traditions, and ritual practices as an integral part of their identity. One of the cultural is PARMALIM, or PARMALIM, language practice that locates as a central location in the Negeri, Disertasi. A spiritual with the ancient values that continues to be served by parts of the community today. Right. Let's next to the proceed to the next slide. We know together. Although the belief is ritual and central to the cultural identity, according to constitutional law for Mahkamah Konstitusi of Republic Indonesia, number 27 PU 14/2006, stating that PARMALIM is not religion. So PARMALIM religion, but is classified as legal system, not as officially recognized in Indonesia. The was also clarified in an article by Human Rights Watch, which stated the PARMALIM group. Which one? Yes, yes.
Recording in progress.
Yes, thank you. Yes, yes. Okay. This also was clarified in article by Human Rights Watch, which stated that PARMALIM is one of the smaller religious group in Indonesia and countries that religious identity on the highly hard to believe. Meaning it is treated as a belief, not as a religion. Yeah, next slide. So based on the previous descriptions, I formulate there is a column. Yeah, number one, what form of ecological discourse emerged in the Sipaha Lima by PARMALIM community. Number two, how are ecological discourse presented in the Sipaha Lima community. Number three, why are the ecological discourses in Sipaha Lima only one. Yeah, surrounded by community as a and this is objective to identify the form of political discourse that emerged in Sipaha Lima by PARMALIM community. Number two, to elucidate how political discourse are presented in the Sipaha Lima by PARMALIM community. Number three, to explain the factors and reasons of ecological discourse in Sipaha Lima by PARMALIM community are presented in particular ways. The scope of the study focuses on overall aspect of spoken language of political discourse used in the Sipaha Lima or the PARMALIM community that is specifically the research concentrates solely on the linguistic and discursive dimensions of the spoken language to explore how ecological meaning, cultural values, and linguistic system are represented through verbal expression. There is a study that does include non-verbal elements like gesture, ritual, symbol, body movements, traditional attire, frequent text and symbolic artifacts, musical accompaniment that may also appear during the ritual or other form of cultural expression outside of the ritual discourse. The significance of the research theoretically contributing to the growing field of linguistics, particularly in understanding how language functions as a medium of constructing and maintaining ecological relationships within indigenous cultural contexts. Number two, by analyzing the ritual discourse of the Sipaha Lima through a linguistic lens, the study expanded the applications of theory responses by scholars such as Doktor, who emphasize the role of consideration to such of the environment. Number three, providing an interdisciplinary bridge between linguistic anthropology and ecology by examining how subject language and language expression ecological values, cosmology, and moral systems that sustain the balance between human nature and mind. Number four, enriching the theoretical understanding of cultural linguistics by highlighting the communicative strategies, metaphor, frames, ideologies, embedded in the ritual language that reflects ecological consciousness. Number five, in the broader linguistic facts, this research as a linguistic analysis produced by situating ritual communication as a vital ecological discourse as a they are underrepresented in the linguistic studies dominated by political, media, and educational hacks. Practically, the findings of the research have implications for cultural preservation, education, environmental awareness. Number two, the documentation and analysis of the Sipaha Lima discourse help safeguard the intangible cultural heritage of the PARMALIM community, which is facing the great evolution due to the modernization and globalization. Number three, by making explicit ecological cultural language. This study can serve as a reference for language and how to evaluate the program, especially in the context of a curriculum development or cultural activities in North Sumatra specifically. For PARMALIM community itself, this study reinforces the significance of linguistics and graduate disciplines as a living expression of ecological characteristics and indigenous identity. It can encourage younger generations to appreciate and continue that traditions completely, recognizing the value not only as a individual, but also as fundamental models of living harmony within nature. In broader societal context, the research provides valuable insight for policy maker, culturalization, and environmental educators seeking to integrate local wisdom into local conservation strategies. It demonstrates how traditional language and ritual practices can inspire to eco-friendly use, supporting the indigenous principles of cultural preservation and sustainable development. From the aspect of real conditions or theoretical work, I highlight some theories here, but absolutely there are more than 5 theories that are specific to it is related the diseases. Number one, to clinical linguistics actually was proposed by Bahasa. Yes, and that's the study of speech. 1921, seven languages related to communication, social, cultural development by environmental linguistic community linguists. Number two, Peter Bahasa, some figure in linguistic. Number three, linguistic. Yes, for the second theoretical framework, ecosophy. Norwegian philosopher Annanes, 1970, from ecology, eco, and sophia, is a philosophy of life that emphasizes ecological wisdom, a worldwide worldview that seeks to place human as a part of entire ecosystem, rather than its rulers of center. Number three, ecological communications, or ECM, was proposed by Bang and Doer. Next, number four, language and the ecology of human, by M.K. Halliday. New ways of meaning, the challenge to applied linguistic. 4, language ecology, a transdisciplinary approach. Number 6, practical analysis, ecological discourse analysis, EDA model, proposed by Aaron Stieber. The story is by, yes. So holistic interrelation views of the ecological paradigm. As Aaron Stieber proposed, there are 8 ecological discourse analysis as the category, how to analyze the ecological discourse. There are 8 subcategories of the ecological discourse analysis, like identity, ideology, metaphor, evaluation, convection, salience, eraser. So I try to correlate the other perspective of ecolinguistic to the categories by Stieber. Identity, yes, aligns with Hogan and Mulhouse. Ideology aligns with Bang and Doer. Metaphor aligns with Halliday and Johnson. Framing aligns with Phil and Pence. Evaluation aligns with Halliday. Convictions aligns with Phil and Pence. Salience aligns with Fairclough, Bang and Doer, and Pendix. The last, eraser, aligns with Fairclough and Mulhouse. Yes, next we go to the next slide. Preview study. Yes. Here it is. Wait. Yes. For number 1, cultural anthropology was conducted by Julie Astrid MANIK, Unimed, The Sipaha Lima ceremony at Ugamo Malim, HUTA TINGGI, as an effort to preserve culture. Sipaha Lima is a central Parmalim traditions consisting of the 3 ritual stages, embodying key cultural values such as honesty, sincerity, cooperation, spirituality, leadership, and local wisdom. Next, other discipline, sociology of religions or religious studies by Teti Irawati Nadabdab, 2019. The constructions of the Sipaha Lima ceremony in the Parmalim belief, a descriptive study of the Parmalim belief in Pardomuan Nauli, HUTA TINGGI village, Lagubuti district, Toba, Samosir. The ceremony demonstrates the enduring strength of the Parmalim belief system, uniting the Valawa from across regions in its spiritual center in HUTA TINGGI, are reflecting as a way of life rooted in the purity, unity, and harmonious living with nature, despite pressure from dominant religions and modernization. Number 3, Sipaha Lima in Parmalim teaching. Yes, number 3, wait. Okay, sociology and anthropology religion was conducted by Indra Harahap and Dwi Kurniawan, 2025. Sipaha Lima in Parmalim teachings as an analysis of local spiritual resilience against the challenges of modernization in the city of Medan. And number 4, sociology of religion. Putri Amelia Sari, Muhammad Syahminan, Roland Muare, 2024. The sociological meaning of the Sipaha Lima ceremony for followers of the Parmalim religion, case study in Binjai village, Medan Denai district, Medan city. The ceremony strengthens social solidarity and cultural identity among Parmalim followers, serving as an annual rituals of gratitude that foster harmony, cooperation, and community bonds despite mixed public perception. Number 5, from discipline anthropology of religion or sociology of religion, it also includes tourism studies. Evi Agustina Haryanja et al., 2023. Religious tourism involves visiting spirituality, significant sites for guidance, blessings, personal strengths. In Indonesia, although religious freedom is granted, indigenous belief, like Batak Parmalim tradition, often face stigma and discrimination, as many view their teachings as heretical, causing social difficulties for their follower. Number 6, literary anthropology was conducted by Kartika Sari, 2008. Nilai-nilai budaya dalam mantra upacara Sipaha Lima pada masyarakat kepercayaan Parmalim, tinjauan antropologi sastra Unimed. The Sipaha Lima ritual mantras contains core cultural values, reflecting human relationship with God, nature, society, and other, oneself revealing the deep cultural, spirituality, worldview of the Parmalim community. And the last is ethnobotany, was conducted by Hanifa Mutia, ZNA, 2018. The use of tanaman aren in Sipaha Lima ceremony by Parmalim community. The sugar palm, Arenga pinnata, is a sacred and ecologically important plant in the Sipaha Lima ritual, symbolizing purity and human nature harmony, while reflecting the Parmalim community's traditional ecological wisdom, sustainable research practices. So based on the review study, I didn't find the Sipaha Lima ceremony was viewed or was studied from ecolinguistic perspective or ecolinguistic study. So the research gap, from a standpoint of theoretical, the existing studies have mostly focused on modern written discourse such as media, policy, and environmental texts, while indigenous oral traditions remain understudied. In particular, sacred ritual speech in Southeast Asia, including that the Parmalim community, has seldom been examined through an ecolinguistic lens. Previous research on Parmalim practices has relied mainly on anthropological and semiotic approaches rather than linguistic ecology. From phenomenon gap standpoint, The Sipaha Lima ritual is still preserved by PARMALIM community in HUTA TINGGI every year in Laguboti as form of respect for nature and the creator, the divine. The ritual contains oral expression that reflect the spiritual connection between human and nature. However, despite its high ecological value, the linguistics and ecological aspect of this ritual discourse have not been widely studied, resulting in limited scientific attention from ecolinguistic perspective. The research gap, previous works of the PARMALIM community and the Sipaha Lima ceremony have predominantly focuses on cultural, religious, anthropological aspect, historical development, emphasizing belief system and ritual practices. However, little attention has been given to linguistic dimensions of the ritual, particularly the ecological meaning embedded in its discourse. The novelty of the research that can be achieved from this study. First, ecolinguistic analysis Sipaha Lima ritual discourse. The study is the first examine oral ritual expression of the Sipaha Lima ceremony using an ecolinguistic framework, especially by Stibah model. Previous study focused on cultural values or anthropology, but none have analyzed ecological meaning embedded in the discourse. Number two, reveals ecological metaphors and ecological worldview unique to PARMALIM. The research uncovers conceptual metaphor, ecological ideologies, the nature Santa moral values encoded in the ritual language. This provides a new linguistic interpretation, actually, of how the PARMALIM worldview places nature, ancestor, and the creator in the harmonious ecological relationship. Number three, to document and analyze endangered ritual discourse. Sipaha Lima rituals is rarely documented, orally transmitted at a risk of erosion. The study contributes to original linguistic documentation, protects the intangible heritage by providing systematic analysis of its ecological message. Number four, integrates ecolinguistic with indigenous spirituality in Batak Toba context. Number five, offers a new theoretical contribution to linguistic. By applying Stibah's framework to sacred indigenous ritual, the study produces new categories of ecological discourse pattern unique to PARMALIM, local ecological ideologies that differ from dominant global models. Okay, next we go to the slide 13. Okay, conceptual framework. The diagrams illustrate how the Sipaha Lima ceremony ritual discourse of the PARMALIM community is analyzed through an ecolinguistic perspective. The framework connects cultural roots, religious foundation, ritual practices, and linguistic analysis. Cultural foundation from Batak tribe, Batak Toba tribe, exactly. The framework begins with Batak tribe representing the cultural roots of Ugamo Malim, PARMALIM, the indigenous Batak Toba worldview, spirituality, and ecological heritage. Next, go to the religious system. Ugamo Malim, PARMALIM represent Batak Toba religious and ecological experiences, spiritual heritage emphasizing harmony between human and nature, and Mula Jadi Nabolon as the supreme creator. Next, Sipaha Lima as the annual ritual event, one of the most rituals in PARMALIM traditions. It's a central annual ceremony, a medium to honor God, ancestor, and nature, a site where cultural and ecological values are performed. Ritual discourse, micro-level linguistic focus, highlights ritual discourse from chants, prayers, oral expression, delivered in Batak Toba language, carrying ecological and spiritual meanings, showing the reciprocal relationship between language and environment. Ecolinguistic perspective or ecolinguistic lens, serving as a main theoretical approach, linking language, culture, ecology, revealing how ritual discourse embodies ecological values. Ecological discourse analysis listing the key analytical categories or practical way: identity, ideology, metaphor, framing, eraser, evaluation, convection, salience. And these categories guides the analysis of ecological meaning within the ritual discourse. The expected outcomes, outputs also expected result that we can achieve from this research are linguistic ecological contributions, documenting endangered indigenous ritual discourse, analyzing ritual language as ecological practice, showing how oral discourse sustains cultural identity and ecological ethics, cultural ecological insights, preserving spiritual and ecological values, explaining human nature relation, revealing a local ecological wisdom, maintaining community identity and sustainability, harmony with nature and spiritual words. Let's go to the research methodology. This research was conducted by ethnographic qualitative approach. Yes, participant observation. Yes, the research timeline was needs for 8 months. The stages of the research timeline includes preparations needs 1 until 2 months, and fieldwork phase 2 till 3 months, and data analysis 2 until 3 months. Writing and dissemination need 2 months. That's the yes, timeline of the research. And the data sources that yes, the data from this for this study is audiovisual recording of the Sipaha Lima ceremony from participants' observation. I go directly to the location and then follow the ritual actually at last July 2025. Linguistic clarifications interview with the co-leaders of the PARMALIM, Raja Marnakok Nepospos. Additional interview from traditional figures, senior speakers, PARMALIM adhere. I need two informants, additional informants. Field notes to know the contextual information embedded in the ritual process. The technical for collecting data, participant observation, audio visual recording, semi-structures interview, documentation study, transcriptions of oral text. Data analysis will be conducted by ecolinguistic, or ecological discourse analysis proposed by Aaron Stiger, 2015, which aims to uncover how discourse within the Sipaha Lima ritual trances. The uses the 8 categories of the discourse: identity, ideology, frame, razor, convections, metaphor, evaluations, and salience. Still, do I still have money? What is it? Time? No? Oh. Yes, I have explained. I mentioned the research methodology already. Okay. Yeah, thank you for listening my presentation today. That's all my presentation. Then we comes to the questions and answer session. Yes, for the time and also opportunity,
Am I audible, Ibu Kresna? Can you hear me? No.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Ibu Kaprodi and all the reviewers. Ibu narasumber. Thank you for KRESNA NINGSIH MANIK, who has presented the proposal. Now I'd like to invite reviewers, Ibu Professor Dr. Siti Aisyah Ginting MPD, to question the candidate and also give suggestion. Time is yours, Ibu Professor Ginting, please.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Nafika Warni, for the chance. Yeah, are you okay? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Really? Okay.
Yeah. That's what you have written in your proposal. Yeah, I want to know that why do you think that it is important for you to conduct this research? As we know that in this modern era, most people leave the cultural system and they don't need the research.
Yes. My first consideration is, if I'm not doing this research, so who will be? I'm one of the traveling, traveling cultural lover. I really like to travel to one regions and then to another regions just to document to do documentations like audiovisual documentations to indigenous culture or cultural traditions like Parmalim. As we know that Parmalim is a belief system, not religion. By year to year, we see the value of the adherence of the Parmalim community decrease by the modernization and also globalization. So I try, because actually, my great grandparents was Parmalim. Yes, I'm a sixth generation. I come back and I think this is very important and this is the time. I would like to do documentations to this ritual, and then will be valuable because I can introduce this Parmalim, these traditions to the world. I can bring Parmalim community, especially Sipaha Lima, to the universe. So not only known in HUTA TINGGI, but the whole regions, or I can say that Indonesia know Parmalim, especially Sipaha Lima ceremony, and also world also know. So if I'm not doing this research, so who will be? Maybe will be forgotten by the next generations. That's my first perspective, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, you can see there is no page number. Oh, on the
Page 2.
Prof. Aisyah, masih mute itu, Prof. Prof. Aisyah masih mute. We cannot hear you, Ibu.
Masih mute katanya, ma'am.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. In page 2, you write the second paragraph in Indonesia, etc. What do you mean by this statement? If it is decline, what do you still to conduct this research? I think that this is the same question with number 1, but yeah, you write again in this paragraph.
Second paragraph, ma'am.
Yes, page 2.
Page 2. In Indonesia, country known for its linguistic and cultural diversity, many traditional rituals and indigenous systems have gradually declined due to the modernization, urban migration.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. What do you mean by this?
Oh,
And then you explain to me that it is important for you to conduct this research
yeah.
because you are afraid that this cultural system will be lost.
Yeah. If it is not transmitted to across generation, they will be forgotten and comes to the level of extinction. This is one of the valuable cultural tradition in North Sumatra especially, and also in Indonesia. One of the actually I've explained in previous session to you, ma'am, that if I'm not doing this research, then who will be interested to do this research? Yes, I try to see some review studies focused to other discipline like sociology of religion, religious study, tourism, and also anthropology, ethnography. Yes, there is no research that focus to discuss the discursive dimensions of ecolinguistics. So this is the opportunity for me to fill the gaps. Yeah, to fill the gap, to complete the empty
The gap of
space.
what? You find the gap of what? they
You said
get
that you have the opportunity to find the gap. The
yes,
gap between what?
the gap, what is it? The space missing was something missing, which is not being filled by other relevant studies, previous relevant studies.
So you mean that this study have been searched by other people?
Say
Have been searched? Have been conducted?
this research, not yet,
Such a kind of research? No, no chance.
not yet.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Next. I see that, but not really clear. What is really the contribution of this cultural system? You write in the background, but not in what we call it, not in I mean that you write again and again, but not completely. For instance, in paragraph blah, page 2, you write, and then in page 8, you write also the contribution. And then they are not completely enough. And then you write again and again. Yeah, so that this is that you have to revise, right? Okay. In the background, yeah, one of the contribution of the human life is to have better behavior, right?
Yes.
Okay. But in fact, I can see that some of the behavior contradict to the philosophy that this religion has. Okay? Yeah, why do you think it has happened? Explain and give the example.
Right. This study refers to PARMALIM community, especially Sipaha Lima Serenity. By the presence of this research, I try to offer some novelties or some scientific contribution, especially for curriculum implementation. As PARMALIM actually offer or containing divinity and also high moral value, yeah, we can, especially our research, the focus to this research, emphasize the Batamula Jadi Bolon as a supreme God, the divine, living in a view life, in education contribution, it relevance to build the students' religious and moral character, support Pancasila, religious education through tolerance, local spirituality, and also it encourage integrating local wisdom to build the character in education. Besides the first reason, I also study from PARMALIM community that they have high mutual cooperation, kerja gotong royong yang tinggi atau solidaritas, that values such as marsiada pari or mutual help, to help one another, to help the needy, to help the weak human, the weak animal, right? And also marsirumpa, deliberation. For in educational relevance, it strengthens cooperation, empathy, and teamwork. That's my perspective, ma'am.
Yeah, so how about this, the contradiction?
Okay, contradiction. You mean that focus to the community or the people in general?
The people of this PARMALIM, yeah, they have a good philosophy, but in fact, in their daily life, they make something contradict with what the philosophy means.
Yes, if I'm
So, my question is, how do you later get the data and how do you analyze that? If you see that
Okay.
this is happen, and my question is, why this happen? Okay,
Okay. Yes.
you got it?
Yeah, yeah. How will I get the data? I will get the data first by participants' observation. I'm one of the member in the ritual. As my great grandparents, PARMALIM, we taught the all celebrations event, then transcribing the data. Yes. Next, classify the data into 8 categories of STIBA. Yeah, STIBA 2050. And then I try to analyze which one is ambivalent stories or ambivalent discourse next to beneficial stories or discourses. And the last is to destructive discourses or narratives. Then how will you get the real data to get the conclusion why the PARMALIM generations or some of the PARMALIM generations, maybe yes, we can say that did something that contradicts with their philosophy. I will go to conduct semi-structured interview with the co-leader of PARMALIM to do linguistic clarifications. What's causes or factors carrying out the realizations in the field, and also try to compare the core foundations of PARMALIM community itself. That's my perspective.
Okay. Okay. Do you, you haven't, in my mind, do you agree that this contradiction happened because Batak people want to sustain their life because in the harsh and difficult environment, and that's why we can see that Batak people who live far from Batak country get life successful.
Could you repeat, ma'am?
Huh? Okay. Do you agree that this contradiction, this is my opinion, yeah? My opinion is based on fact. Yeah, because I am living in the Batak, so yes, society also. Do you agree that this contradiction, happen, the contradiction that we have mentioned before, okay? This happened because Batak people want to sustain their life because in the harsh and difficult environment. And why? And I mean that because this contradiction also can make people, I mean that Batak people who live far from Batak country get life successfully.
Batak country.
Batak people who live far from Batak country.
Batak country is Tanah Batak. You mean?
Yes.
It's Tanah Batak. Batak Island.
Batak Island
Okay.
get life successfully
Yeah.
because they make some contradiction to the philosophy in order to sustain their life. Do you agree with this?
Some causes or some factors maybe contributed to that. Yeah. 50-50%. I agree.
What do you mean by
50%?
50%?
The successful Batak living in Batak Island.
No, far from Batak Island.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really agree. Batak people that
Who live far from the Batak Island,
Yeah.
and then they get successfully because they always make contradiction with this philosophy.
Contradiction. No, I don't have same idea with you. The Batak people that go migrating to other region
Mhm.
hold tightly to their philosophy. For Batak philosophy, elek marboru, manak mardong mantu.
Okay, so they don't make any contradiction, right?
Yeah.
But in fact, that this philosophy gives some, or not some, give many contribution to their life, right?
Yes, some of the, what is it? Some people, yes, they describe the contradictions. The realization in the field shows the contradictions to this philosophy.
Yeah, so that's what I want to ask you to make it here in
Yeah,
your
okay.
background, how Batak people, yeah, make their life better by is it what is manganut by
Adhere.
adhere,
Yeah.
not add put here.
Okay.
Put here the philosophy in their life.
Yes, noted, ma'am.
Yeah, I think that you can write it. So it is different from other Batak, and yeah, there is 5 Batak, but Batak Toba is more like I mean that they can struggle their life. Yeah, yeah, they have strong
Principle.
yeah, strong principle.
Some principles.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so what I mean the contradiction is that sometimes the Batak people doesn't, yeah, I mean that are not same. They want to do something only to get the beneficial of something without saying that it is harmful.
Yes.
But you don't have to write here. That's that one. Okay, next. Yeah, I think I don't have to ask, but maybe it is important. Yeah. My question is how this philosophy deeply influenced Batak life, and is the philosophy can be seen or reserved daily in human life?
How?
How this philosophy?
How this philosophy?
Yeah, deeply influenced Batak life.
Batak life, because Batak people actually is different from Parmalim.
I mean that the Parmalim. We're talking about Parmalim, right?
How they
This philosophy
yeah,
deeply influenced.
okay.
For instance, you.
Yeah. Yes. Based on my experience, in Parmalim community, they often conduct weekly meeting, especially in Friday and Saturday. They meet in Balai Pasogit, for example. They try to, what is it, like all the adherents try to teach or try to give some reinforcement of the moral value or integrity related to community to be strengthened, yeah, to across generation. So every week, especially Friday and Saturday, they will be gathered in Balai Pasogit. Yeah, Balai Pasogit, the names of the central of Parmalim. They will teach, they will try to convey, yeah, to reinforce the core value of Parmalim to generations, to younger generations. So wherever they go migrating, like Java Island, Kalimantan Island, other
Bali.
island, yes, they still strongly.
Yeah.
This is
So
strongly.
that's what I want you to write here, because of this philosophy can make the Batak, yeah, who religion is PARMALIM to be stronger.
Yes.
Just make it little, not much.
Okay.
Okay, so this is about the background. Now we come to the problem of the
Yes, ma'am.
Amen. Nggak ada. Okay, my question is, what theories you use to answer this question?
For number one, I use SFL, systemic functional linguistic, which will clarify or classify the utterances into clauses that containing ecological value, is showing the relationship, reciprocal relationship of human and nature.
That is the data. I mean, the data is the clauses, right?
Yeah.
But here, what theories you use to analyze, to find out the forms of ecological discourse?
Or holiday.
Holiday.
Yeah.
What I can find here
Yeah, I'm showing
page
in
what?
the
on page what?
review of literature.
Page what?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, yeah. Page. Page 24, ma'am.
20?
24.
24.
Yes, 24. 24.
Which?
24. Yes.
What paragraph?
First paragraph.
First paragraph?
Yes, ma'am. Rebecca Halliday's 1980 paper, This Way of Meaning.
The ways of meaning? Okay. Okay, but I can see the indicator or the indicator show.
But the main theory is Stieber theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. And supported by Halliday.
Okay. The theory.
Stieber theory. Page 28. 28, ma'am. Ecological discourse analysis, ADA. ADA model, the story we live by.
Okay, this, yeah. The term story, right?
Yes, ma'am. The story we live by.
Yeah. Yeah, so what do you mean by this? What form? You mean that there are some forms of ecological discourse, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what are the forms? What are they?
What are they?
Yeah.
Yes. Stieber analysis model, which is known ecological discourse analysis, focus to key categories such as identity, ideology, frame, convection, metaphor, evaluation, and silence.
Okay. So but not here, not on page 28.
I explained that deeply in page 37.
That's it.
Yeah, 37.
No, begin 34. Begins in that on page 34 about this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's why I want you to write this, not what do we call it? Beruntun? Is it beruntun? Okay. Yeah. So here, ideology, metaphor, framing, evolution, silence, carousel, conviction. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, yeah, you mean that you use this theory, right? Step's theory. Huh? And then you say that this theory supported by
Machiavelli.
Machiavelli.
Yeah.
Okay. In what aspect that Halliday support this?
In classifying the data into clauses.
Only that?
Into to showing the relationship of human and nature containing ecological values.
For example,
That's my perspective. We can say that in linguistic realization. Linguistic realization.
realization.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Linguistic
you don't write here. Yeah, I sure that I see that many references of holidays you write here, but I can't write the holiday story here. You say just the holiday story is supporting, but maybe in your mind, yeah, but you don't write it here explicitly.
Yes. Noted, ma'am.
And okay, next, yeah, so make it clear about how this question, yeah, answered by this theory, yeah, or what theory you use.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here you write some This is about the 8, yeah, concept, yeah. But this is only the concept.
Some of the references showing some categories of
This is only the concept. Do you have the indicator to show that this is, for instance, conviction? How to say that this form is conviction, this form is ideology, this form is identity?
yes, I have, ma'am. I have the indicators.
Yeah, so you put it here.
Okay, ma'am.
This is only the concept. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, don't forget. For instance, you write here on page 37. Yeah, it forms the story state and the linguistic manifestation. What do you mean the story state?
The stories in the holiday say this story actually discourse.
Discourse.
Yeah, discourse.
Why don't you just use discourse?
Yeah, I use discourse.
But here, so here in this some pages I read that you use a story,
Oh, okay.
the story state.
I try to adjust to my research, to my references, the other references. I have tried to find out some references related to Stiebe. Stiebe says the discourse is story. Story actually mental or cognitive structure that are built in the human cognitive, and also how they reflect the treatment to to treat the nature, to carry out the nature. So Stiebe stating story in other references saying narrative, and in other references say discourse. Even if a text can convey the the meaningful statement that's showing ecological relationship between human and nature, that's a story. That's the narrative and that's the discourse. Yes, I try to conceptualize the
Yeah. So that's why it doesn't matter if you want to use discourse or story state, but you have to mention here, for instance, yeah, after this, Yeah, based on this, we use storage text, something like that. Yeah, not mix up.
Yes, ma'am. Noted.
Okay. Yeah. This is, yeah. How this ecological discourse represented in Sipaha Lima? What theory you use this to answer the problem to?
Problem 2.
Yes.
Yes, problem 2. Wait, ma'am, yeah.
It's 8.
Yes, page 8. How the ecological discourses represented in the ritual expression of the Sipaha Lima ceremony. Actually, still Stieber theory, but supported by Berke's theory, the organizations of the emergence of the discourse. So I found out, I will try find out the total, the percentage of the ecological discourse in within the ritual. So if the ritual during 3 days, but celebration event will be conducted the second day, so we'll find out the organization, the emergence of the ecological discourse within the ritual.
Do you know what the mean how this ecological discourse represented?
Yes, in Indonesia ditunjukkan.
Ya, disajikan, diperlihatkan.
Yeah.
So what theory?
Still Stieber, but supported by Berkes.
So
Berkes theory.
how about the indicators? Do you have the indicators?
Yes, I have indicator.
Yeah, make sure ya.
Actually, if the purpose of the research question to find out the percentage of the categories of the ecological discourse, maybe the theory Stieber is enough to cover this, ma'am.
You don't have to find out the dominant one. You should explain that this ecological discourse is represented like blah 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 blah. That's all. That's it now.
But if the orders of the ritual consisting of some sub of the ceremony, like the opening ceremony will be started by self purification, penyucian diri. Next, continued by pavilion bolon. Then the third event or the third ceremony is preachment, umpasa, or maybe ceramah. Yes, if I can find out, yeah, for example, the emergence or the percentage, the emergence of ecological discourse in this ceremony events, like in preachment, umpasa, or maybe what is it? I say self-purification, then will cause the new research problem. I think it will be important.
No, you don't have to. But you can add. You can add also one more problem by finding out the dominant. But what is it for? You just want to show that this event or these ritual activities, blah, 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 is the dominant one, right? Is it? Is it what you mean?
No, that's for research problem number 3.
Yeah.
Finding out the causes or factors, carrying out the reasons why the ritual or the ritual ecological discourse, like, yes, I mean, if it is dominance, like metaphor, identity, or ideology, I'll find what factors or what causes carrying out this phenomena. For number 3.
Yeah, I mean that. Wait a minute. It is clear for you the question number 2?
Yes, number 2, representation.
Okay.
Yeah, ditunjukkan.
Yeah, how this represented, right? The third theory is also I want to ask you, how do you answer how do you answer this problem? Yeah. And then how do you get the data? Or what? Yeah, based on theory or what? Number 3.
Transcriptions of the audiovisual documentation, the data.
Okay. Okay. So later you maybe can discuss with your promoter about the
Or do
data.
you have idea with number 2, research problem number 2?
Eh?
Do you have other idea to revise number 2 maybe?
No.
You need me representations discourse ekologi itu ditunjukkan.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And that's good. And the third question is kenapa? Kenapa seperti itu? Kenapa itu dipresentasikan seperti itu? This is the third problem. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Oke. Ya, nanti ya. Kebetulan rajin tadi siang jam 3 sampai subuh baca ini aja. Nggak, kemarin sibuk saya. Yeah. Yeah, so I just want to know on page 50.
50.
Yeah, you write here that Ugamo Malim teaching. Ugamo Malim. So is it not agama, religion? Is it not a religion?
No, this is not religion, belief system.
Oh,
It's a belief system. So in identity card, the space for agama, sometimes blank space. And some parmalims, would like to fill the
Parmalim.
Muslim or Christian.
oh,
But most of them prefer if the blank space will be
Yes.
filled by Muslim.
Muslim.
Because from the foundation, they alike with the Muslim life principles.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, thank you. I just want to know. Next, maybe this is the last. Oh yeah. By the way, what is your data?
Data,
Yeah.
oral expression within the discourse, within the ritual.
Yeah. If you use the recept theory, just say that the data is the utterances
Yeah.
used by blah 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 in the blah 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 blah. And what is the source of data?
Source of data. Yeah, the parmalim participant.
Participant. It means the informant.
Informant. The key informant is co-leader of parmalim, Raja Parmalim. Raja Marnakok Nai Pospos.
That is the informant.
Main informant, the key informant. Additional informant, I need to. That's a recommendation from my promoter.
Yes, so that's why don't you use or don't you write here?
I write, ma'am.
In what page?
Chapter 3.
Yeah. What page?
Wait, ma'am.
Page 83?
84.
Yeah.
84.
Which one? Yeah. Number 3 and 4, yeah?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So here you have to write the characteristic, or is it characteristic maybe, yeah, of the informant.
Yeah.
Who will be the first and the second. So here 2 additional informants. So what are the characteristic of this? And
Yes.
also you have to write this.
Yeah, actually, I have, but I'm so sorry. I didn't mention in this proposal.
Yeah.
Will be revised, ma'am.
Okay. Don't forget to write it again.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. I think there are 2 reviewers here. We are also Okay, the last is, yeah, this is very important, even though put in the at the end of the pages. So this is a references.
References. Okay.
I want you to revise the references, the spatial, also the thing that should be put in the references. Something like I will show you. Yeah, I will show you, for instance, Bowman and Briggs. Oh, no, this one. Basso, no. Or the first one. Austin. How to do things with what? Oxford. Yeah. So, yeah, this is right. You write the name, also the name of the book. You write the writer, the name of the book, and also the city and the publishers. But most of them, you don't write the city or the publisher. And remember, then publication, pairs, yeah, shouldn't be put. Yeah, and also the space. Yeah, between Austin and Bang is space 1.5.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Noted.
Yes. Okay, I think that's all. Dr. Masita Warni Siregar.
Okay, thank you very much, Ibu Professor Siti Aisyah Ginting. We have noted all your questions and also your suggestions and recommendations. Thank you very much. Now I'd like